top 10 small scale maps in Battlefront 2015 and Battlefront 2 combined. It was really tough to make this list because I feel more strongly about the large scale maps than the small scale maps, but I'm going to try and make a good top 10 anyway. By the way, I'm not including maps from HVV and Extraction from the Outer Rim DLC because I counted those as large scale maps and they're my other rankings, so they're not in this one. Starting off at my 10 spot, I have Jawa Refuge from Battlefront 2015. I thought this was a cool looking map. There were a lot of Easter eggs with like Tusken Raiders that you could see. You can look off into the like giant valley and city and like AT-ATs walking through. It was just a very cinematic map, which is very similar to all of Battlefront 2015. Really, all the Battlefront 2015 maps have such a cool environment and stuff going on. You could see Jawas, you could see obviously the giant sandcrawler and fight around it. And it was open, but also a good amount of valleys and cliffs and different things to make it not as open where it would be too annoying. But it is at 10 on the list because it's so open and it can get a little annoying because of that. At my 9 spot, I have Battlefront 2 Kessle. I think Kessle looks great. It looks exactly like it does in the movies. It's cool to play that kind of Han Solo vibe. You can see the Falcon. You can see all the inside parts that look very much like the movies. And it's an actually unique map. A lot of the Battlefront 2 hero maps, the problem is they're a large-scale map just made an HVV map. Like, they're the exact same. So I didn't find it fair to put those into this ranking if they're not even unique. They're the exact same map. Battlefront 2015, the small-scale maps were completely different from the large-scale maps, so it's easier to put these on the list. But Kessle is a unique Battlefront 2 map that I thought is super cool and just enjoy playing. At my 8th spot, I have the Separatist Ship Dreadnought. I did decide to put these on the list, one, so I could get more Battlefront 2 maps in there, but I am considering it a small-scale map because you can play HVV on it, and it's obviously the second phase, so it's not the large-scale map of Supremacy, so I'm counting it in the ranking. I love the Separatist Dreadnought. I think it looks awesome. I love playing on any type of Dreadnought, any type of indoor map that's either on a ship or on the Death Star. I always enjoy those types of maps, so I'm always excited when I get this map in HVV or Hero Showdown. I genuinely enjoy playing on it. And then right after, at the 7th spot, is the Republic Cruiser. I really like playing on the Republic Dreadnought, the Republic Cruiser. I like it a little bit more than the Separatist one. I just think it looks super cool, getting to see all the LAATs, all the stuff, all these things you've seen in Clone Wars and stuff plenty of times. Getting to actually play on it finally, I thought was awesome. And I just think it's an enjoyable map that isn't too annoying to play in HVV. At my 6th spot, I have Rebel Base from Battlefront 2015. This was the Hoth map that resembles the Rebel Base in Empire Strikes Back. I think it's really close to how things look in Empire Strikes Back. I think the map looks awesome. You can see the Falcon. You can see all the Rebel ships around. You can see all the medical bays and hangars, all these things. I think it's a really cool map. You have the open section in the middle and then enclosed sections on the right and the left. There's just a lot of cool aspects and Easter eggs. You can hear the Wampa in one of the doors, a little Easter egg from Empire Strikes Back. I just think it's a cool map. I enjoy playing it. And really what it comes down to in this ranking is if it looks cool and it's fun to play. So that's my opinion. At my 5 spot, I have Imperial Station. This was the indoor map in Battlefront 2015 where you could see all the shuttles outside and then you had bases inside all around. I thought all those hallways and stuff were great for gameplay, great for hero hunt, stuff like that. And then you could see the generators that you see in Return of the Jedi that Han and then blow up. It's just a really cool map. If you go outside, you can see the actual like shield generator outside, the really big one. You can see battles going on outside. There's normally like a space battle going on where you can see X-Wings and TIE Fighters and stuff. Just a cool environment. I thought the forest looked awesome and it provides outside and inside gameplay. Anytime a map does that, I think it's really good. Next, I have Rebel Depot from Battlefront 2015. This is the map where you can get a lot of cinematic shots of Luke's home and the two suns. I'll put one up on the screen just so you know what I'm talking about. But you can really see the Falcon in the middle, all the ships around. You have the base going around the middle part. The middle part's open, and then the rest is inside. Again, I always love maps that do both of that because I don't like maps where you're only outside or only inside. I like where it can be a little bit of both. Just provides more different types of gameplay and different play styles and makes it more interesting. But yeah, I think it's a good looking map. Tatooine always looks cool in my opinion, and I just really enjoy playing this map in HVV in Battlefront 2015. Next, I have Bestin from Battlefront 2 and Battlefront 2015. This map was one of the maps that Battlefront 2 crossed over, one of the very few maps that Battlefront 2 crossed over from the DLCs in Battlefront 2015. Always love playing Bestin. Bestin always looks awesome. Battlefront 2 put this weird like filter on it, I feel like, where it looks different from Battlefront 2015. It's more like hazy and dark. I don't know what that is. Maybe I'm completely tweaking. Y'all can let me know in the comments your thoughts. But I think the map regardless looks good in both games. Again, you got outside and inside. Don't get me wrong, it can get annoying by getting ledge killed. But other than that, I think the map is awesome. And Bestin is one of my favorite locations in Star Wars, so I am biased, but I just always love playing Bestin in both games. At my 2 spot, showing Battlefront 2 some love finally, is the Niboo hangar. I think the Niboo hangar is awesome. You get to see the exact location where Maul and Qui-Gon Jinn fight. It's kind of sad we can't physically go fight there. That's the only part of the map that I wish was different. But I think the map looks amazing. You have the hangar with Padme's ship, which is super cool. I think Niboo in general is awesome. I think just seeing the hangar, seeing the palace, seeing where Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon and Maul fought each other. It's just a very cinematic map that's great for duels, great for HVB and Hero Showdown. I think it looks amazing. And I think a lot of people disagree with me on this because everyone has their favorite maps and everyone's different. I really like Imperial Hangar from Battlefront 2015. I think this map looks really cool. I love like seeing the sunset and stuff with Sullust. I love Sullust. I think it looks cool. You have the giant platform with the shuttle outside. You have the giant hangar inside. I always think hangars look awesome with all the TIE fighters and stuff like that. You have bases inside on either side. I just think it's a cool looking map. That's really all I can say. I think it's a cool looking map. I love the look of Battlefront 2015 maps. I like how Battlefront 2015 had unique maps for each HVB mode, each blast mode, those smaller modes. I love how it had actually unique maps. I wish Battlefront 2 would have done that. Instead, they just kind of crossed over the same maps, aside from a couple things like Kessle and Niboo hangar, things like that. But I just think it's a cool looking map. Let me know in the comments which game you thought looked better, Battlefront 2015 or Battlefront 2. Let me know in the comments your favorite small scale maps from both these games. And again, drop any video ideas that you want me to cover. There's a good chance I'll see it and maybe make it in the future. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.